Hello everybody, this is the Red Grundle and welcome back to another video. As you can see, there is a big wooden box in front of us, and this is not a very good house. I'm going to be showing you how to improve this house today. Since it is very large, it's dark on the inside, it doesn't look very good, so we are just going to get into this and redo it. First of all, we're going to take some logs, as you can see in my hand. Good. And now we're going to build a frame of the logs. The logs, you kind of put it diagonal to the block on the edge, and this just adds a layer of depth to the house. Just time lapse. And then there, that's good. Now, I'm going to divide my house in half, because it's a little bit taller, just by putting logs horizontally through here. Just get that done. Great. So this is what it should look like now. But now, the thing that you have to do is change the shape. So I'm going to bring out some logs here on the side to add a little bit of shape to the frame, just so that it looks a little bit more interesting. I'm also going to punch out some of this wood to make a sort of balcony, and just fill that in quickly. 1 second. There, great. So I'm just going to place some frames here, just to add that little bit of decoration. Oh, I forgot the cross piece here. Get that done quickly. So roughly this is what you have to do. You just want to change the shape of the house to make it a little bit more interesting, so it's not one big cube. I'm going to also build a bit of an entrance hallway just by bringing out these logs. Looking good. Now, just a quick cut. Here we are. This is what my house looks like. This is not what your house will look like, most likely. Since this is not a building tutorial, this is a building techniques video. You can also kind of use logs to divide up the shape of the wall, just to make it a little less solid. So I changed that there. Just add some few small pattern, don't overdo it. You want it to be simple but good. And now I'm just going to take my planks and fill in this area. Just gonna... When this is filled in, then we can get on to the next step, which apparently is filling this in. Looks good. Now this is a bit more solid than it was before. Although it still is very blank, we can get onto that later. Now you're going to want to do... I'm going to put some fences on here just to, you know, like a railing. First I try out spruce, then go to oak, then choose spruce, looks better. Looks good. Now we're going to do the roof. This is a roof technique that works well for thinner buildings, and essentially what you do is it's a mix of stairs and blocks. Go 1 block out from the frame, and make sure you got that overhang, and just place a stair, and then a upside down stair, and then just repeat that over until you have it all done. Now you can just run some stairs along the bottom, just to make a little bit of a dividing line. For the roof itself, I'm going to be taking spruce wood and adding the roof here. You can use some slabs to add some depth and variation to the roof so that it matches a little bit better with the tall peaked roof. As you can see, this is very simple. It works off, you mirror it on both sides. It works often better if you are a little bit forgetful like I am to mirror it the same sides as you're building it, just so that you don't have oddities like having one layer thicker than the other. And essentially you just repeat this step until the roof is fully filled in. Now I'm going to put some slabs on top just to spruce it up a bit. And now I start by adding this little cross piece and then I take it out because it doesn't really fit in, and that there is a solid block up at the top. But just fill this area in. And you don't have to do that cross piece because I just end up taking it out. So now I'll just skip ahead to when this is done. Actually, first I forgot to put in the cobblestone stairs for the little trim. So just do that quickly. This is looking good. I make a little mistake here because I forget to have the trim, but that's a quick fix. One thing to remember, you don't have to do the big tall A-frame on both sides. It will not fit nicely with the frame, so just do it on one side, the front side, and on the other side you can just leave it. So that is the roof all done. I just skipped ahead so that you wouldn't have to watch a 30-minute long video. This is looking very good, although there is something that's missing. Can you guess what it is? It is some detailing and a door, of course. So I'm just going to take some grass and first punch out some windows, take some grass, and I'm going to add some little planter boxes because these look nice, especially for an older style build like this one that I am making, and showing you how to make. So just window, and now I'm going to skip ahead so that you don't have to watch a long time of me making planter boxes. Now we're just going to take our flowers and place them in on the planter boxes so that we don't have bare patches of grass. I just took a little assortment of flowers, preferably the smaller ones. It looks a little bit odd to have the tall ones. So just fill in those planter boxes. I end up adding some windows on the second story so that it looks a little bit less blank. But first I punch that out, and you can place another cross piece and then put in the windows. Whoops. So this is what your house should look remotely like. You want it to be similar to this, but this is not a tutorial. As I have said earlier, this is just a techniques video. Forgot a planter box. And there we go. This is looking good. Thanks for watching. This is the Red Grendel, and happy crafting.